Hello and welcome back to Thone's Nibbles. We're going to be having today, this is nibble number 22, and it comes from Matthew 22, and it deals with the question about the resurrection. It's a little longer reading. It goes from 22 verse 23 through 33. The same day, the Sadducees, who say there is no resurrection, came to him and asked him, saying, Teacher, Moses said that if a man dies and having no children, his brother shall marry his wife and raise up offspring for his brother. Now, there were with us 7 brothers. The first died after he had married, and having no offspring, left his wife to his brothers. Likewise the second also, and the third, and even to the 7th. Last of all, the woman died also. Therefore, in the resurrection, whose wife of the 7 will she be? For they all had her as wife. Jesus answered, saying to them, You are mistaken, not knowing the Scriptures, nor the power of God. For in the resurrection they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are like angels of God in heaven. But concerning the resurrection of the dead, have you not read what was spoken to you by God, saying, I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob? God is not the God of the dead, but of the living. And when the multitudes heard this, they were astonished at his teaching. I love it when he makes them astonished. So, the question here is, what will be the situation after God's people are resurrected? The explanation, why is this in the Bible? To highlight that resurrection is real, and also what things will be different. And there will be things different, and that's something which kind of is a good thing, and probably there's some sad things involved in that too. It's written to the Sadducees, and also to a multitude of others who were listening in on this conversation. Communications. The trick question to make Jesus and the crowd see the impracticability of bodily resurrection. That was its intent. Instead, the Sadducees are made to look foolish for not understanding Scripture. What is the application to my life? God is the God of the living. The message from God to me. His plans are different than earthly plans, so we need not worry about practicality. And that was the argument that the Sadducees made. It was a practical argument. These 7 people were all married to the same woman, and if they all get resurrected, who is her husband? And would certainly be a practicality issue here on earth. If a woman was married to 7 different men and they all showed up again, who is she married to? But it's not an issue at all for God in heaven. My personal response. Marriage is a plan of God for a loving family environment. I do not claim to understand this. I long for the closeness of both my wives who have gone on before me. But what this Scripture tells me is that will not be the case when I get to heaven. So, that is the end of that 22nd nibble. It's the first nibble of the third week of the fourth week of nibbles, but at any rate, we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.